The truth about chewing gum. Hey, I'm G. So here's the question. Does chewing gum remain in your system for 7 years? This myth has been floating around for decades, often shared as a cautionary tale for kids. The logic goes that because gum isn't digestible, it gets trapped in your stomach or intestines, lingering for years. So, is there any truth to it? Let's break it down. Welcome to the Stuff You Should Think About podcast. I answer everyday questions about phenomena and objects around you in quick, bite sized episodes. I go get the answers because you don't have time to, and I bring them back in a way you can listen to on your break, on your way to work, on your way home, while you're cooking dinner, or any little bit of free time you've got. Before we dive in, I want to be clear. I'm not an expert by any means. This episode is the result of research. My goal isn't to argue a point, but to explain how systems work. The biological, the societal, the historical work when it comes to chewing gum and the claim that it sticks around in your body for 7 years. I also acknowledge my own bias. I loved chewing gum as a kid, probably swallowed it a few times, convinced it would do something bad. But let's focus on the facts. So here's the question. Does chewing gum remain in your system for 7 years? This myth has been floating around for decades, often shared as a cautionary tale for kids. The logic goes that because gum isn't digestible, it gets trapped in your stomach or intestines, lingering for years. But is there any truth to it? Let's break it down. To answer this, we need to understand how our digestive systems process food, including things it can't fully break down. Most gum contains sugar or sugar substitutes, flavoring, and a gum base made of polymers like gum, arabic, or synthetic resins. These polymers are indigestible by human enzymes. When you swallow gum, it enters the stomach. While the stomach can't digest the polymers, it doesn't stick like glue. The muscular contractions of the stomach and intestines move the gum along with other waste. The average transit time for food through the digestive tract is 24 to 72 hours. Gum, though not digested, is typically excreted within a few days. The body handles it like other indigestible matter, i.e., seeds or corn husks. While gum isn't broken down, it doesn't linger for years. The myth likely stems from a misunderstanding of what indigestible means. Interestingly, this topic isn't politically charged, but the bipartisan agreement on scientific education is worth noting. Both major political parties in the U.S. support initiatives to improve science literacy in schools. For example, the Next Generation Science Standards emphasizes teaching students how digestion works, which could debunk myths like the gum one. Let's stretch the format a bit to meet requirements. How do laws and historical precedents tie into this? The FDA classifies gum as a food product, requiring safe ingredients. While it doesn't regulate myths, the FDA's oversight ensures that gum's indigestible components like polyethylene are non toxic. The First Amendment protects the spread of misinformation, including health myths, while the Supreme Court hasn't ruled on chewing gum specifically. Cases like Sorrell versus IMS Health 2011 emphasizes free speech in disseminating information, even if it's incorrect. In the 19th century, doctors warned against swallowing gum, linking it to intestinal obstructions. However, modern medical studies like 1998 Pediatrics Case Report confirm that only large amounts of swallowed gum, e.g., by children with pica disorder, could pose risk. But here's my bias. I grew up buying into the 7-year myth as a kid. I'd spit gum out dramatically, terrified of its consequences. Looking back, that fear probably made me more cautious about what I swallowed, which could be a silver lining. But I also realized that myths like this thrive on fear, not facts. My job here is to separate the two. The myth isn't unique. Consider these parallels. The 5-second rule. Food dropped on the floor is safe if picked up quickly like gum. This mixes partial truth, bacteria don't form instantly, with outdated logic. The eating spoons of lead myth. In the 19th century, people believed lead from utensils caused illness. Today, we know it's true, but only in large doses. Both myths involve overestimating risk, i.e., gum, or underestimating it, lead. If we wanted to tackle the gum myth, here are potential strategies. School curricula teach basic digestive biology to counter misconceptions early. Or we could use social media to share short, engaging videos debunking myths. Or we could provide resources for parents to address kids' questions factually. Is gum toxic? Or brands could include disclaimers on packaging about safe use, though they currently don't, likely due to First Amendment protections. So, let's recap. The claim that gum stays in your body for 7 years is false. The digestive system moves indigestible matters like gum out in days, not years. Historical and legal systems have addressed misinformation in various ways, but free speech limits what can be done. The myth persists due to a mix of fear, partial truths, and outdated advice. So, if you swallowed a piece of gum as a kid, or as an adult for that matter, relax. Your body is pretty good at handling it. The bigger takeaway, critical thinking. Next time you hear a myth, ask, what's the system here? How does it actually work? That's it for this episode of The Stuff You Should Think About. A huge thank you for listening, and if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. Download and leave a comment about your thoughts in this episode or a phenomena or object you would like discussed in future episodes on whatever platform you listen to this podcast. Until next time, stay curious. Stuff You Should Think About with G. This podcast is for informational purposes only. Statements are based on current scientific understanding, historical records, and public policy.